All right, and 365 days of horsemanship, day 126. Another pretty nice day today. Quite a short day. My partner's still moving house, so I've still been helping him with a few bits and pieces today. And I was thinking about, there's often a bit of a dichotomy for me in terms of, and it's such a privileged problem to have, of when I go to see the horses. Do I go at the beginning of the day or do I go at the end of the day? Occasionally there's like an obvious slot in the middle, quite unusual. But days like today, it's sort of like, well, do I go now or do I go later? And I think it's always like a choice between the physical and the mental. Like if I go in the morning, I'm physically energetic, but mentally I find it quite difficult to feel like I'm on a time frame when I'm here, because I feel like I'm rushing, because I have all these other things to do, and I find it quite difficult to push them aside while I'm here and potentially end up spending a long time here and then feel like I'm late with the rest of my day. Whereas at the end of the day, I'm more physically tired, but I feel like I have no further tasks to complete and that I have as much time up here as I want. So I chose the latter option today, and I think that I'm happy with it. Definitely it's still an ongoing quest to kind of really find that perfect spot in the day, and I don't know if I ever really will. My schedule's so variable that I think that it's very individual to the day and the to-do list, really. But I came up today, I have some sort of ideas in my head of where I want to go over the next few weeks. With Lawrence, I'd like to try to start bringing him up and tying him. I'd like to potentially play a little bit more with haltering and with the yielding. We're really working on that backup yield at the moment. And yeah, I think with Lawrence, I feel like I'm more comfortable now after Elsa's clinic in the New Forest and my holiday, which just really gave me some time to reflect. I think I'm more comfortable now with the concept that it's okay to push him into stress, that there's a certain amount of stress that is good, and that he needs to be in discomfort in order to learn things, in order to grow. And so I think I feel a little bit more comfortable with the concept that we have quite a lot of comfort now in our relationship. We have some things that we can do together, like grazing together or scratching together or massaging together, that we can do to go back to really provide the positives and the harmony and those good feelings in our relationship. And so I think now we're in a place where we can start to introduce a little bit of discomfort, asking those questions, creating a situation where he feels sort of like concern is coming, allowing him to work through that, encouraging him to work through that, encouraging him to push through those feelings and learn, and then we can return to comfort. Today, I think, it was really the recognition of that. I just came up and played around, with rocking his chest and putting my hand on his face, and I think I definitely felt today just confident that I could have asked for more and that I could have done more. But I was happy, I think when I have these kind of days that are shorter, then those are the days where, I don't ask for so much, and it just felt good. It felt peaceful. It all felt within everybody's limits. I felt like we were well within the limits of what was okay for him, that, these things are happening and he's just kind of fine. And so that was nice. It was nice to feel like today I really kind of gained the confidence to know that, I just want to push that little bit every day, and that's okay. It's just about pushing until I recognize that moment of where there's potential for learning, that moment where he feels starting to feel uncomfortable, and not pushing through to get the task done. I think just relearning and unpicking all of that muscle memory around task focused and achievement is really important. But it feels good. It feels really good. And then with Mia, came down to see her. She looked up at me, walked a few steps to see me, which was super nice. She did that yesterday as well. I'm not really sure why, but I'm obviously happy about it. Then I sort of started working a little bit on just stroking around all over her body, all different places. I just would like her to get really comfortable with me touching her and really just associate that with things being okay. I think there's something to be said, I think, with Mia for just doing things with her and or to her and or around her and nothing bad happening. I think that's just really an important thing. And I think it's a good way to mix up, the supportive leadership, because there's walking, but then there's also stroking, neither of which are particularly unpleasant, but both of which allow me the opportunity to reward things that I like and reward focus changes and have something to do, that's productive when she's frozen. You'll notice my voice is quite quiet. I've lost my voice a little bit from all of the dust and the walking and the hiking during this holiday. But it's good because I think I talk too loud anyway. So it's been nice to sort of practice. It's been amazing, really. Like, I feel like I've lost my voice, but people can still hear me. Nobody's asked me to repeat myself in the store or at home or anything. So who knows, maybe it's a good lesson for me to learn. But I feel good anyway. I feel really good. I feel I'm interested for Linda. Linda's coming on Friday. Today is Wednesday. So the day after tomorrow, Linda's 3-day clinic starts, Linda Pirelli, with her Happy Horse, Happy Life program. So I'm actually really interested to see some of that. I'm really interested to learn some more about having better timing when I'm playing with dominant leadership, because I think that will allow me to push boundaries better and have better timing when I am asking questions, and really understand the concepts and the ingredients for those methods even more. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a really interesting weekend. Obviously I'm going to take you guys along with me, reflect on some of my learning points from the weekend. And I'm just really, I just feel like I'm in a peaceful place. I feel like I'm in a peaceful, enjoyable place where I'm just appreciating using the horses as my meditation and enjoying the fact that I am able to be in their presence. So for now, I'm just really kind of appreciating that. I'm sure I'll fall back into the roller coaster of stress and emotions as my holiday wears off, I guess. Hopefully I won't, but that's probably the reality. So for now, I'm just really enjoying, just feeling relaxed and confident, and looking forward to future goals.